Hello everyone, it's Henry on the live stream. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope everyone can hear me and can see my screen very clearly. If you cannot hear me or cannot see my screen very clearly, please indicate so that I can have that fixed before we commence. So in this live stream, I'm going to be talking about Euro US dollar, my analysis, and what I'm anticipating to see in the marketplace. So for Euro US dollar, so far I talked about this key level and I said this is my last line of defense. If we are to go to the upside for Euro, this would be the perfect area to see a potential rejection, reaction, and expansion to the upside. Thank you so much for your confirmation. But as you can see so far, price is coming to that point of interest, smash through it. There's no 15 minutes break of structure to the upside, giving me a telltale sign, potentially price want to continue to the downside. So that being said, it just means any further move away from this key level will be giving us a telltale sign that this key level is going to be the next draw on liquidity. So let's have a brief look at the dollar to see what the dollar is doing as well. Looking at the dollar, as you can see on the dollar, price is edging higher continuously, and we'll have the key level, this key level right here, the inefficiency. And I said if this inefficiency doesn't act as support or resistance zone to send us to the downside, then most likely price will be hunting for this highs. Resting right here. This will be the next draw on liquidity. If we go to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, there isn't really much to see right here on the weekly time frame. If this key level gets taken, then maybe something here will act as resistance. But if not, this high resistance liquidity, I wouldn't be surprised to see price gravitate above it. Remember, we still have this huge inefficiency resting right here, so we'll be watching to see what price is going to do at that key level. So that is my analysis. Not really so much to talk about today, being Friday and the market is wrapping up for the end of the week. So looking at Aussie, the only key level that I'll be interested in looking for a buy on Aussie dollar would be at this key level, this inefficiency. Nothing really here excites me anymore on Aussie, irrespective of the fact that I'm bullish on Aussie dollar. This key level is the point of interest where I'm anticipating to see the market come into. And once we're in here, I'll be looking for potential buys. If I see a 15-minute shift to market structure to the upside, I will look for a buy on Aussie dollar to potentially continue to the upside. So that is my analysis on Aussie dollar. Not really so much going on the charts today. For gold, gold seemed to be on a rampage going to the upside. Personally, I'm not really on any trade on gold today. And if I wanted to buy it, I already outlined why I would love to buy gold, which is below this low. But like I said previously, this key level is a high resistance liquidity, and price is going to find it so difficult to rally below this high resistance liquidity. I can see how we came down, expanded, mitigated the inefficiency, and then we dropped down even further. So personally, I'm just being on the sidelines on gold. I'm not going to try to sell it. I'm also not going to try to buy it from where we are right now. So let's have a brief look at Aussie dollar, what we're doing. So on the 15 minutes time frame on Aussie, basically you can see we've created a high here. So I'm just going to watch to see whether price is going to break above this high. And if it does, I'll just see what the market is doing and where we're potentially headed. So far looking at So far looking at the dollar, let's go to daily. So on the daily time frame, as you can see, the dollar has actually mitigated our extreme premium zone. You can see how we mitigated the extreme discount, expanded to the upside, came down to extreme discount again, expanded to the upside and went straight to the extreme premium. You can see that mitigated the extreme premium. So this is the key level where if I'm bearish, this is where I would prefer to see a sell-off on the dollar. But because of how impulsive the dollar has been going to the upside, there isn't any certainty that this key level will potentially hold unless we do see a huge heavy displacement to the downside. If we see a heavy displacement to the downside, then there could be an opportunity for this to sell off. But if we do not see that displacement to the downside, then I won't be surprised to see a continuation to the upside, because this key level, if it fails right here, if it fails, we'll run this highs. And it doesn't really look like something that is going to fail, in my opinion. And looking at euro as well, on the other hand, so euro, the point of interest I'm watching on euro, point of interest I wanted to see price mitigate and continue higher. It just dropped beneath that key level, took the liquidity. So this here is the last line of defense for euro. If this key level fails, then it's game over for euro. So for me, the only thing I would like to see for euro to say I'm bullish would be a potential 15 minutes break of structure to the upside. If I see that from here, then most likely I'll be looking for a buy on the euro. So that is my analysis on this one. Not really so much else going on in the market today. It's been quite lethargic, and so far we don't really have much else going on the charts. So let's have a brief look at cryptos and what the market is doing as well. So looking at Bitcoin, personally, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin come down into this position at least one last time. If we're going to continue high, I would like to see price mitigate here before a potential continuation to the upside. Now, another thing I'm watching on Ethereum against Bitcoin, I want to see it come down into this inefficiency. Once it comes down in here, that will be the perfect area for me to look for a buy on Ethereum. So far where we are right now on Ethereum, I don't think it's the best area to buy from, because looking at it, so let me use a different chart for this. So right here, using this chart, I still want to see Ethereum dive into this key level inefficiency, and if we do see price come down here, I'll still look for a buy, because overall I still remain bullish on Ethereum, and I'm still anticipating for higher prices on Ethereum. So this high right here will be the best area. If we can see price come down to mitigate this high, that'll be incredible. That'll be the perfect area for me to buy Ethereum. So that is my analysis. That is what I'm watching in the marketplace. And if we do see that happen, then I'll be looking for potential opportunities for price to continue to the upside on Ethereum. So that is my analysis on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and for Bitcoin dominance as well, I still want to see it gravitate to the upside to mitigate this key level. Once we see price mitigate here and we see a displacement to the downside, that'll be a perfect opportunity for alt seasons. So when I say alt season, I mean altcoins rallying to the upside, altcoins ranging from Solana, Cardano, and all the rest of them. So that is my analysis, and if you do have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. The last but not the least, on oil, I talked about oil having an accumulation at this key level, but price didn't really show us any opportunity to buy it. There wasn't a break of structure until we broke above here, which on the 1 hour time frame is a 1 hour high and low. After breaking it, I like to see price come here before I buy. So price hasn't done that, so I'm just going to be on the sidelines until that happens. So that is my analysis on US oil. Let's have a brief look at British pound US dollar. This inefficiency on the weekly is my draw on liquidity. If eventually price mitigates it, then I'll look for opportunity to buy and this continue